Hey, I'm Brad Hurlock of AA Shop Marketing and your host of the Garage Grit podcast. And the reason that we're recording this particular video is because video actually matters in the marketing mix for auto repair shops, especially in today's time. And it is being ridiculously underutilized in so many ways in so many shops. And I recognize the barriers to it. I recognize the concerns. I can relate to them, and I can tell you a little bit about my own journey at some point as far as trying to get to the point where we're comfortably creating videos. Oh, wait, no, I can't because I'm still not comfortable creating videos. But here we are. And it's an important aspect to the reality of today in marketing space. And it's how you can build trust with your customers. And so if you're looking for, I'm going to be doing some reaction videos to some videos that we've seen from shops that have been published sometimes recently, sometimes a long time ago. And I'm going to make some comments on them. And I'm going to be trying to do productive comments and helpful comments. If you're looking for snarky or rude or kind of mean spirited, you're on the wrong video, wrong channel. I'm trying to help shops, as many as possible. And so we just my team put together a list of a handful of different videos for us to check out. And I'm going to make a couple comments on them as we go through. And by all means, reach out to me and let me know whether or not these videos were helpful and encouraging on your journey to start holding up that phone and hitting record. So let's actually do that.
Los Angeles. I'm the owner of Hilario Auto Repair.
I love what they've done with their shop signage. Paint it right there on the cement block. I'm surprised that they haven't had any pushback from some of those manufacturers trying to claim some sort of use of their logo for promotion of their own shop, which sounds ridiculous, but I've heard of it. But I compliment. I love what they've done. It's fun. Now, this particular video,
So we've been
put it in music, right? And so, or put a little bit of music on it. And that's all well and good. If that's not your first video, that's also all well and good. It's more important that you hold up the phone and you start recording, and you don't have to worry about the whole production value, right? But I appreciate what they've done here, but don't let that be a hold you back.
For about going to 9 years. So yeah, we've been around for a long time. A lot of people know us.
Come on, was that staged? That was staged, right? Anyway, I love how just transparent and casual he's being. Super important. You don't need to be all prim and proper. Just be yourself. Just be who you are. Maybe make a laugh, tell a joke, read a joke, and then turn on the camera.
As you can see, we're pretty. I guess a lot of people have heard of us. I'm not saying we're real popular, but I'm surprised when people are like, "Hey, I heard about you guys. I just didn't know where it was, or people recommend me. I heard that name before. Good stuff.
And by the way, if you're recording video and pushing it out there, that'll happen more often.
Didn't know we had good reviews until somebody told me, "Hey, I came here because the reviews are good." And I was like, "Wow, where?" And they showed me, and I was like, "Wow, I can't believe all these people took the time to, show some love back."
What services does your shop provide?
We do pretty much from tune-ups, brakes, transmission, placement, engine swaps. The same thing with the stock, nothing fancy. We also do brakes, suspension, things like that, diagnostics. So we try to do a little bit of everything.
What do you believe makes your shop different from other mechanic shops?
I think the quality, definitely. We take a lot of pride in work we do. I do it like if it was for my car or for my family member or something like that. So especially if we see something wrong, something that's not supposed to be like that or something like that. We obviously, we mention to the customer, they want to do it great. At least they're aware of it, and we're aware of what their car has.
When did your passion for cars start, and why?
So I started when I was young, I guess. I really like to fix things and put things together.
I like the topics that are being covered. I'm looking at this video, and it's 8 minutes long, right? And I'm wondering if, and maybe they've already done this, I don't know. Maybe this is just their overall video, but I feel like there's an opportunity to cut this up into like 7 or 8 different videos, and then share those throughout their social media platforms as smaller pieces. Like have one topic per video. I think that would also play nicely. They could do a video just on the reviews and maybe even give a shout out to some of the people on those reviews if they're also following them on social media.
Together. Then my father, he's been a mechanic for over 30, 40 years, something like that. So I had also had that. And very young age, I started working, being exposed to the cars and, just pretty much going to school for that. So that it developed over the years. And now this is what I do.
Did you go to school to learn the in and outs of cars? If so, where and how did it impact your career?
Yeah, definitely. I did go to school because even though my father was a mechanic for all those years, it's not the same. Somebody teaching you, going to class, explaining it, breaking it down. I started going to school when I was 14 to, I guess it was by Echo Park. I went there 4 years, pretty much for my whole high school time that I was going to. So I was going to high school, then work, and then going to school, coming out at midnight. Pretty much did that 4 years. And then I went to community college, trade tech. I did about 4 years there, I believe, to just, to keep going. And then before the whole COVID thing, I used to go to seminars, see what was going on with the newer cars, things like that. So I've always been kind of informed and try to keep up at least with the things that I do and, better service, better quality, in our work and stuff like that, making sure we can explain to the customer right what's going on, because different cars have different problems. And obviously we don't do all of them, but the ones we do, we're pretty good at it.
What encouraged you to open your own shop?
Funny thing about that is,
So I think these are good questions again, and not to keep beating a dead horse, but I might not have had to speed it up at 1.75 playback speed if it was just its own video about the education he has, or now why he opened up his own shop. And I bet you other shop owners like you can relate to this one.
I was kind of like pushed in there. I mean, I always worked here, but I do have an older brother, and obviously he was here more time than I was, but I guess he didn't want that responsibility. I had to step up pretty much. My father got sick. He's doing well now, but at that time he got sick, and I had to pretty much step up and see what was what was going to happen with the business. So I did my best, and it's been going well. I mean, obviously it was real tough in the beginning. How tough? Pretty tough. But I said, hey, you know what? I'm going to keep going until I can. Luckily, I didn't stop, because if I did, I wouldn't have known all the stuff that I accomplished, and everything that I've done. So it's pretty good. Don't give up.
What were some of the challenges?
So I got to tell you, I really do enjoy those origin stories, and that's why there's an entire series on the Garage Grid podcast called Origin and Impact. Because wherever we start and we get to where we are today, not only do we have this great origin story, we really do, but we've also impacted others along the way. And so I love sharing those stories. I might have to see if Eddie's available to come onto the Garage Grid. Who knows?
That you faced when it came to opening up your own shop?
Well, there's a lot, definitely, especially being young, and I guess older, like area where you would typically find somebody, in their 50s or 40s, something like that, being more experienced. But I mean, I started really young, so I had to prove myself to a lot of people, and a lot of people saw that, hey, I was honest, I was efficient.
What was one of the times where you messed up badly when you were just starting to be a mechanic?
I think everybody has that moment because you're so excited, did something, you know what I mean? I guess when I turned on the car or something like that, but there was a time where I think I was 12 or something like that, and I was working on one of my dad's cars, and I forgot to put the oil pan hope back on. Luckily, I left the oil pan there, so all the new oil got mixed when it got emptied out when I threw it in there. I guess poured it inside and never stayed inside the engine. So when I turned it on, it made obviously horrible, dry, knocking sound. Turned it off, realized I forgot to put the pole pan back on.
Was there any negative feedback?
The good news is that was not a customer car story that he just told, and maybe you skipped that topic for yourself for your own shop.
When you tried opening up your own shop?
I mean, I think there's always going to be people that try to talk you down, tell you, hey, it's a lot of work, you need a lot of money, it's going to be a lot of time being invested. I mean, of course, for anything to be, successful, you have to be able to make sacrifices, with your time, especially, and yes, money-wise, you do waste a lot of money, but you have to keep investing back in yourself. Obviously, you have to get equipment, you have to get people, and you have to know the trade, you know what I mean? So once you overcome stuff like that, it's very possible, but you have to be consistent.
So what encourages you to wake up and come to work?
Well, recently I became a father, so very excited about that, and obviously that gives you a new motivation to come in and work. But before that, I just always wanted to become something. Pretty much want to be respected in the mechanic field, as a professional mechanic.
So what type of videos will you be posting?
And that last question again builds trust. You're a person. And so share your story when you're sharing your videos. Share the stories of your service advisors. Share the stories of your technicians if they're willing. But their customer-facing people need to have that outreach to your people on social media for that trust to be established. Now, this is an interesting next question. Check it out.
On your YouTube channel.
So pretty much what we do here is show you guys how we do that and see if you guys like our work and maybe want to
own shop.
I am curious to know whether or not he has other videos on his channel, or was that just a hope? Look at this. He does. So check this out.
Welcome back to another one. We got here
another episode right here. He does have a bunch of videos. Good for him. This one's 17 minutes and a little bit long, maybe, but I love the fact that he actually opened that up with an intro to everything, and he kept to it. Look at this. tips about buying cars from just 4 months ago, valve replacement cover from 2 months ago. That's great. I'm glad that he stuck with it all that time.
3 reasons why you need this portable weld.
And I applaud him for staying with it. I think that's very, very important. I think it actually did do it. But that's the key thing, is that he started to do it and then he kept with it. And I think that's the message to kind of take. Let's check out this next video.
Here, we can even outfit your car with.
So I applaud the fact that they've got a video out there, and I'm kind of curious to see whether or not they have more videos than just this one. But this particular one is just a TV commercial, a really long TV commercial. And I don't know that that's actually going to speak to people. I don't know that that's actually going to resonate. I don't think that's going to be shareable as much as an interview was, like on the last video that we saw. And again, this has a lot of production level to it. Just hold up the phone and have a conversation. I'm actually ready to move on to the next video. And I'm going to change the playback speed, because in all fairness, it started out at 1.75. And let's give this next 21-second video a shot at regular speed. Is there no sound? Well, I guess I don't need to pause it to comment on it, huh? All right, so if you're going for keyword placement on YouTube, I suppose this one works. I still would rather actually have someone reading that to me. But again, it's still too much like a commercial. Shut up. Is their shop actually that clean? I'm suspicious.
Hey guys, welcome back to another one.
We're back to Eddie.
Video.
Good work.
We got 2011 Toyota Corolla, and we're going to replace some of the tire sensors. That's the little indication light. So that blinks when low tire pressures are low, and it wants you to check it out. Sometimes.
See, I got to tell you, I feel like the first video that we watched was his actual first video, and to me, he seems more comfortable because he's been doing it, right?
You can have the pressure right, and it'll be the signal or the battery of the sensor. So we're gonna check those out. We kind of did already. I don't know if you guys can see those. Looks like the 2 front tires have low battery. They have the good pressure, but the battery is low. So that's why the indicator comes on and off. So this is the tool that I'm using, the TS501. The Auto brand. So this is pretty good. I know there's different ones. This one, I can program the sensors and do all the stuff that I still haven't figured out how to do. But we know how to change the sensors. So we're going to do that, and hope you guys like the video.
I love how authentic he is. Made me flinch a little bit when he was talking about the way he worded that, but it's all good. It still establishes trust with your people. And again, don't overthink it. Just put it out there. You don't actually have to have it to music. If the video is shorter, it doesn't need to go this. It doesn't need to have music at all. Because if you'd be talking with your customers or team. Check it out.
Pizza Hut's hooking you
Or
up
in
with
this
4
case, the
lovers
commercial.
pizzas for $12.99 each. Order on the app.
Here you go. The collision center. I mean, you're going for a commercial, that was fine. But and I guess it's got its time and place. But again, I want you to be using videos to build the trust. And a TV commercial, I don't think actually does that as well as just you talking or your team talking into the camera, and just having fun. Okay, is anyone else done with the music in the background for the cool factor?
At All American Automotive, we can handle your heavy-duty commercial diesel needs. From large Freightliner trucks
Another
to
TV commercial.
Angel's Auto Glass. It's a family-owned and operated business. We service Staten Island and New Jersey and surrounding areas. Provide mobile service to your home, office, or work. Our mobile service is exceptional. We exceed expectations. We come to you. Same-day service guaranteed. Lowest price guaranteed. Will beat anybody's price. And the difference between me and the competition is I'm not only the owner, I'm also an employee.
All right. Let's look at this one. I'm going to skip ahead.
At Bill's Quality Auto Care, we work hard to meet the changing needs of our customers by continuous upgrading to the most advanced equipment. We stay in training procedures. Bill's Quality Auto Care.
All right. Let me ask you, and let's wrap up with this. There were some nice videos. There were some cool factor videos. There's some with music in the background, some with minor music in the background, some that felt like a TV commercial, some that felt like actually just only 1 or 2 that felt like they were just talking to you, talking in the camera. Me, out of all the ones that we watched, I'm more inclined to go check out Eddie and his team there because I got to know a little bit about him. I got to feel like I could actually have a conversation with him. And will I actually meet Bill if I go to Bill's Quality Auto Repair in wherever this is? I don't know. And so it's kind of the biggest takeaway. Be authentic, keep it simple, keep it short, share your thoughts.